Hi.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Another great day in the Bitterroot. Lots of fun events. But I know Chamber, you always start with your events.
Yeah, we have a lot going on. So first, I just wanted to thank the April sponsor, which was the Bitterroot Chamber of Commerce's Agriculture and Local Foods Committee. You don't have to be an ag person you just have to support ag if you want to be part of the committee. They're going to have a meeting tonight at Bitterroot Brewing at 4 p.m.
That includes people that just eat food. Like if you
Yes.
eat food that is grown by an agriculturist, you
You're
are a
excited.
supporter.
Yeah, if you're excited about it, if you're excited about farmers markets, anything.
Don't they have do they have food at your event? I know one of these events that are coming up for ag, they've got like the
Yeah,
actual food there.
that one's going to be in June at
Okay.
Double K. Yeah, they're still planning that out. That we're going to have a couple events this year with the ag committee. But yeah, so if you want to support the ag committee, come on down today. Bitterroot Brewing at 4 p.m. And then the next thing we have going on, I don't know if anybody saw us on the streets of Stevensville yesterday with Buzz the Bee, who joined us last week for a hot minute. Well, we're going to be in Hamilton today at around lunchtime. So if you see us on the streets, snap a photo with us, and then you can enter into a QR code that we have. Enter that photo into a contest to win $250 towards your favorite nonprofit that is part of this Bitterroot Gives kickoff, or Bitter Gives. There's 30 local nonprofits that are in doing it. And then tomorrow at from 5 to 8 p.m. I think I have it wrong on
the ticker tape.
On the ticker, but tomorrow the kickoff event is from 5 to 8 p.m. at Bitterroot Brewing again. And you can, if you donate $10 or more to your favorite nonprofit, that's included in the 30 nonprofits here. You can win. You get a free beer card.
Nice.
You get a free beer card at Bitterroot Brewing. So
I call that feeding two birds with one loaf. You donate to your favorite nonprofit, and then you enjoy your favorite beverage.
Yes. And I don't know. Let me see if I got that. Do we have we must not. Okay. I thought I had a QR code, but come find us today, Buzz the Bee at lunchtime, walking around Hamilton. We'll give you the QR code. And then tomorrow, Buzz will be in Darby.
Wow. Buzz is making the rounds.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's fantastic that Buzz, Andrew, can go around and be the bee for you. I think that's great.
Yeah, we're very excited.
He really pulls his weight in town, which I appreciate. So,
and he's just got the cutest little voice, the cutest little bee voice that Buzz talks in. So that's
it was actually funny. I said to him, I said, Andrew, like, does your throat get sore doing the bee voice? He said, yes. I go, what do you do? And he says, I eat honey. So you have to have honey water to soothe the voice of talking like a bee.
Yeah.
All right. So what other things does the chamber have?
Yeah. So we've got South Valley Connections also tomorrow from 5 to 6 p.m. That's going to be at Darby Local Flair. So Jody and I are dividing and conquering tomorrow. We got a couple events at the exact same time. So Jody will be over at the kickoff event at Bitterroot Brewing, and I will be down in Darby at the South Valley Connections, just a 5 to 6 p.m. open to the public. It's just a nonprofit a networking power hour open to anybody. And then we have the M&A training coming up. That one is Wednesday, May 13th. At 9 to 3, and you can scan that QR code above Dominic there. It's the storytelling for fundraising and advocacy 101.
Okay.
At the Daly Mansion, and if anybody doesn't know where the Daly Mansion is, that's 251 East Side Highway. And if you want more information, you can just call the chamber, 406-363-2400. I don't even need you to ask me anymore. I know my own number. Or email Jody at bvchamber.com for more information.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. We've got our Aging Well series coming up again in May. And I should look at the calendar to tell you what day it is because, it's suggesting that I add an event. But that's going to be May 13th, I want to say. So we'll have Aaron come on and talk about that. And then, of course, the Sapphire Summer Concert Series starts June 12th with Tightline. June 19th, we have River City Rhythm Band. And then on June 23rd, we have J&A Variety Show, Best Hits of the 1900s. And on July 3rd, we have a Beach Boys tribute band. And July 10th, we have an Elton John tribute band. So those are free, open to the public. And then August 29th, we have Montana Shakespeare in the Park, Merchant of Venice. So SapphireLutheran.org has that information on it. So that's what's going on at Sapphire. Who is our first guest today?
Our first guest is one of our favorite guests. It would be Courtney. Courtney, Daly Mansion. We love
Good
Courtney.
morning.
Hello, Courtney the Great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You have so much going on that we couldn't even put all of the stuff on the ticker. And so I'm going to let you go to town. Just tell us everything you guys got going on.
All right. Well, first, the Daly Mansion is one of the participating nonprofits with Bitterroot Gives this week. And the West Slope Distillery is hosting us for our own kickoff on Friday, May 1st from 5 to 8. If you donate $25 to the Daly Mansion's campaign at West Slope, you will get a free drink.
Wow.
Courtesy of West Slope and Susan and Will. Next, because I know I have a limited time, on Saturday, May 2nd, Montana Matters Youth Outdoor Experience is hosting their expo here on the Daly Mansion grounds from 11 to 4 p.m. that day. It is free to attend. There are over 40 outdoor wildlife and conservation-based organizations that will be having booths, and the youth are encouraged to attend ages 7 to 17. If they visit all of the booths, I think they're going to have like a little passport or a checkoff sheet. They will get entered to win a chance to attend a free summer camp.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's this Saturday, May 2nd, on the Daly Mansion grounds from 11 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
We do have our tea time at Riverside coming up on May 9th, but we are pretty much close to sold out. I think we only have about 2 or 3 tickets left. But if you still want to see the mansion that weekend, on Sunday, May 10th, Two Poppies Apothecary is hosting their Love Your Mother pop-up for the second year at the Daly Mansion. It's from 11 to 3 p.m. that day. There's going to be a lot of great crafts and vendors. There's going to be music and food trucks. And the Daly Mansion will be open from noon to 2 o'clock for walk-through tours. Mothers get in free, and there will be discounted prices for other guests that want to walk through.
Okay.
Any questions?
Well, that is my birthday, and that's an exciting prospect for my birthday day events. So I'm very excited about it. So keep going. Sorry.
No, that's all we have within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'll
That's
sign up to come on the show.
People need to remember that also at the Daly Mansion on May 16th is an evening under the stars for SAFE. So
yes.
They're selling tickets for that too. Well, it sounds like the mansion is just doing all kinds of fun things. And so again, go to that QR code and tell us your website again.
It's dalymansion.org.
Okay.
You can also follow us on Facebook. We post a lot of the information on there as well.
Okay. Well, thank you for being on the show, and we'll see you at the mansion.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Awesome. And so now we're going to go with Sapphire Early, the Bitterroot Discover Children's Museum pop-up, is going to be at Sapphire Early Learning Center. Anita is here. Welcome back, Anita. Can you tell us a little bit about this pop-up and what you guys got going on?
Yeah, it's just a busy time of year, isn't it? We have a lot of things going on also. We're another one of those wonderful nonprofits here in the Valley that's participating in Bitterroot Gives. So look for us around. I need to find out when your bee is going to be around, because our bee is also going to be around. It'd be fun to get like a double bee picture.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah,
we'll just have to tell Andrew to behave around the other bee.
Exactly. No cross-pollinating, right? No.
Right.
Okay, so our next pop-up, our last pop-up was at the Daly Mansion. We had a lot of fun over there with Courtney and her crew, and we are really excited to be down in Stevensville at Sapphire Early Learning Center for the month of May. And we're calling this one the Small But Mighty, Growing Strong from Farm to Table Experience.
Wow.
Yeah, so everything from how our food is pollinated by not just bees, but lots of other pollinators, just kind of proving that even the smallest little creatures like bees and even our little kiddos can make a really big difference in the whole process of the farm to table experience. So they can learn about that, then they can grow their own fruits and veggies in our garden and take those newly grown crops to the market and sell them at our little kids farmers market, play with our pizza oven, make some sandwiches, some cupcakes, lots of fun. It's very interactive, and if you've never been to one of our experiences, this is a great one to kind of get your feet wet and see what it is that we're trying to build here in the Valley. So we'll be there every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 5. And then we'll also have hours on Sunday from 10 to 2. So
okay, is there a fee to participate?
Yes, it's $3 a person, but again, we have our pay it forward. Basically, it makes it so that if you have a WIC, SNAP, EBT card, we just we take a look at that card and we can get you in for no charge. So definitely don't let cost be a deterrent to coming. We want to see everybody multiple times on every Saturday. We have what's called STEM-tastic Saturdays. And we are still looking for some ag, not even just professionals, just if you're a hobbyist, if you've got a garden, if you beekeep, if you have chickens that you raise, please get in touch with us, because we want to have some hands-on experiences that supplement what we're already doing down at Sapphire Early Learning Center this month.
Okay.
So maybe put a bug in the ear of your ag people. And I'll try to stop by Bitterroot Brewing tomorrow and see if I can talk to some of them too. We also, changing gears a little bit, we have a kids art show that the deadline to get your art submitted for that is coming up soon. It's May 8th. That is being sponsored by our friends at Cassin's Fine Art. So if you get your artwork submitted before May 8th, the top 24 pieces are going to be professionally photographed and framed by Cassin's and Wide Angle Photography. And then this is going to help the kiddos get ready to enter those into the fair later on. And we're also going to be auctioning off these pieces of children's fine art at our first ever fundraiser that we're doing in June. So that's really fun. It's a great opportunity for the kids to be acknowledged for their creative talents and also get them ready to participate in the fair.
So what size is the artwork and where do people submit it?
So all of the details are on our website under the How You Can Help Us tab on bitterrootdiscovery.org.
Okay.
So we're looking for 11 by 14 pieces of art. There aren't a whole lot of stipulations into what can or cannot be included. It doesn't have to be two-dimensional art. The only thing that Cassin said is no pastels. It's really hard to get those framed. So any other medium is great. So that would be a really fun opportunity if you've got some kids that are artistic. So and then the last thing that I wanted to just say is for Mother's Day, we're partnering with our friends down at Florence Ace Hardware. They're doing we're doing Pancake Palooza for Mother's Day. So
Wow.
Saturday, May 9th, the day before Mother's Day, we're doing just a big pancake breakfast brunch. We'll have some arts and crafts projects for Mother's Day for the kiddos to do. And it's by donation. All the proceeds will go to support the Children's Museum. So that's something really fun to look forward to for mothers. And they
Yeah.
also will have some fun deals on some potted hydrangeas and other things, courtesy of our friends at ACE.
Nothing says "I love you, Mom" like Pancake Palooza.
Right? I know.
He doesn't have to cook.
The funny thing is, if my mom lived here, I would take her to Pancake Palooza because she made me pancakes my whole life growing up. Like, you cannot forget all the things that your mom did for you, and then now it's time to, pay it back and take her to Pancake Palooza.
It's true. I mean, and make a day out of it. Come and see us at the Small But Mighty over in Stevensville the same day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this sounds great. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for all that you do, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
And keeping it on the kid level here, we're having a Maypole event, or I should say, Bitterroot Early Learning Network is. So we have Josie here to talk about that. Welcome, Josie.
Hi, Josie.
Good morning. Thanks for letting me be on here today and talk a little bit about some fun things happening. So Bitter Early Learning Network, we host the Maypole Parade at the first farmers market the first week in May. And we've been doing so for, I think, at least the last 10 years, if not longer. And so really it's just a fun community event to celebrate spring and children and family. And so some important things to know is we meet at American Legion Park at 11 a.m. to kind of gather. For people who don't have flower crowns, we hand out flower crowns for free. We also have some musical instruments. And then at 11:30, we do kind of our parade march down to the Valley County Museum, and we have giant maypoles, and we all dance around and make some noise and have some fun until those have been put up. It's really a fun event. We've been fortunate to partner with Flower Happy the last couple of years. They provided us flowers for our flowers crowns so that we can make those free for everyone. I also know that there's a new space called Willow and Sage that's having their grand opening that morning, and I think at 9 a.m. from like 9 to 11, they're doing some kids maypole themed crafts. So if you like, maybe I think they're making some flower crowns and some other fun things, so you could head there first and then head to us with all of your fun swag. And we encourage costumes, and we're really just excited. And if anyone wants to partner with us in the future, we're always trying to bridge across different organizations, or even donate to help with the cost of the supplies that we hand out. Those are always appreciated. You can always go to beln.org /donate to help support our mission. So
Okay. So now, what are the age groups on the pole dancing? Well, the maypole dancing. Come on, Dawn, I did not mean to do that. The maypole dancing. What are the ages on that?
It's
Dawn,
not restricted.
I did not mean that one.
It's we've had parents and grandparents and itty bitties. I've seen parents carry their babies while they go through the pole. We only have so many ribbons. We do have 2 giant maypoles, but we only have so many ribbons. So if there's a lot of people, you might have to share with someone you like to fit everyone. But everyone is welcome who who loves spring and who loves families.
All right. Well, so we'll meet at American Legion Park this Saturday. What time again?
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Okay. Well, thank you, Josie. I hope you have some wonderful events, and thank you for coming on the show.
All right. Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. This is a great segue for I felt like every guest today was a great segue into the next one, because the next one we actually do have Willow and Sage here to talk about their grand opening. Here, welcome, Maddie and Reagan.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Thanks so much
morning.
for having us. I'm Maddie. I'm Reagan. And we are co-owners of Willow and Sage. Willow and Sage is a new boutique venue that's opening up in downtown Hamilton this weekend. We're located at 167 South 2nd Street, which is right next to Suzette's Organics. Our space was designed with community in mind. We wanted to create a hub where members of the community can gather together to celebrate all of life's occasions. So you can rent our space for parties, showers, class reunions. We're excited to open it up to fellow businesses in the community. They can host business meetings, corporate events, workshops as well. And then during the week, we're welcoming some wellness instructors to teach classes like yoga and Pilates, things like that. We're also going to be planning events, so you guys will have to stay tuned, follow us on social media, and check out our website for the events that we'll be planning. Kind of leads into our first event this weekend, our grand opening. Yeah. So you can come down on Saturday from 9 to noon during the farmers market. Our space is kind of small. It's like 1,000 square feet, so it'll be good for people to come check it out. We're going to have it staged for various parties, have some refreshments, giveaways, stuff like that. And then also we're, like Josie said, with Belm, we're going to have some things for kids, face painting, flower crown making, so they can come and get ready for the May parade there.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. It's kind of, again, like Dawn said, getting ready to go from one event to the next. Yeah. So you're next to Suzette, so that's on 2nd Street. And are you looking for people to host events in your venue, or they just have a private party?
All of the above. If you can dream of it, we're happy to do it. If people have an idea and they want us to host it for them, we're happy to do that. If they want us to do the planning, we can do that. If it's somebody who has a graduation party and they want to rent it out for a private event, then they're welcome to do that too.
Okay, wow, that's great. And so do you guys have a website or a phone number if people want to get a hold of you?
Yes, we do. We have a website. I believe, Dawn, is that our QR code up in the corner there for our website?
Yep, that's your QR code. So if they want to scan that QR code, it'll take them straight to the website. But for those who can't scan that, what is your website?
willowsageevents.com.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we're on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, okay, good. Facebook pages are good, and Instagram as well. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of your posts. Like people be posting their event. Pictures of their event at your space. So, wow, that's great.
Yeah, we're excited too. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. So
hopefully Willow and Sage, they're going to have their people that are having events at their space. Hopefully they're going to have them come on the show because, we talk about the events, and if they're hosting an event, they should tell the people like, hey, get on the Dawn and Dominic show. And, they really did a good job. They're like, hi, I'm Maddie and I'm Reagan and we are Willow and Sage. And I think you and I should work on that for our intro.
We probably should. Yeah. We kind of work on.
You can say I'm Dawn and I'm Dominic and welcome to Around the Root. Like, we got to work on that.
Okay. We'll have a practice session.
Did you notice their stuff rhymed too? They had some rhyming words in there. Yeah. They did. Great.
I can't wait. I'm really excited to check out their space. We do have one more event that we couldn't make it today, but we're going to talk about it here real quick.
Okay.
Moana Junior is going on from May 1st to the 17th on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Stevensville Playhouse. I don't have times. I don't know why I don't have times for that. They're all different times. That's why. So if anybody wants to go watch Moana, it is starting May 1st, and we're going to try to get Jamie on next week to talk about it if we can. But yeah, go and check out the play at the Stevensville Playhouse, 319 Main Street in Stevensville.
Okay.
Now you have a poem.
I do. If I could get it to open up on my iPad, like, here it is. Okay. So this is just called Worms. And it goes like this. I was at my Gram's house as a lad for a sleepover. She advised me on ways to postpone pushing up clover. I don't want you to follow the steps of your grandpa's path. I'll give you a life lesson easier than any math. Gram went to the side cupboard and brought out 3 canning jars. First, I'll warn you about demon liquor they serve in bars. Graham unscrewed a jar lid and grabbed Grandpa's bottle of scotch. Graham poured some in. I said, "Don't waste it, Graham. That stuff's top notch." Now, boy, how would you know that, seeing that you're just about 9? When Gramps has a glass, he lets me sip it, and it tastes fine. Well, my lad, when you see my lesson, you'll surely change your tune, as sure as summer berries begin to ripen in June. Graham picked up a big cigar and lit the end with a match. Now I'll warn you of the dangers of the tobacco patch. Graham unscrewed a jar lid and blew in a billow of smoke. She saw me snicker and said, "Laugh now, but this is no joke." Next, Graham picked up a tin of Gramps' favorite tobacco chew. Now I'll warn you of something a lot of loathsome men do. Graham unscrewed a jar lid and dumped in quite a healthy pinch. Now for the lesson. Remember, I said it was a cinch. Graham pulled out the bait bucket and picked up 3 juicy worms. She put 1 in each canning jar and then laid out the terms. We'll let these sit overnight and check them in the morning. And trust me, my darling boy, you'll surely heed my warning. We both went off to bed with the worms soaking in the sin. And early next morning, Graham woke, making me quite a din. Come and see the worms, boy. They're all as dead as doornails. My lesson on drink, smoke, and chew never ever fails. Do you see what will happen, boy, if you drink, smoke, and chew? I pulled out a worm and stretched it to see if it was true. Her face turned all green and her tummy was doing the squirms. Well, Graham, if I drink, smoke, and chew, I sure won't have any worms.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was good. Did you do this experiment on your own before
No,
you did this?
so it's based on a joke. There's like an old joke about it. And usually I do that as a cowboy poem, but I thought I would bring that to the event show today. So
Well, that's a good one. I was envisioning though you sitting here like experimenting with putting worms in these jars.
It is not a true story. It's just
But you didn't have to research.
inspired by a joke. And when I do that joke for kids in the classroom, it's soda, chewing gum, and something else. I can't remember, but not tobacco or alcohol.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you adjust it for children. That's nice.
I do, yes. You make those adjustments to make it work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Well, thank you. It was another great event.
It was great. And we will see you guys next Tuesday at 9 a.m. around the route.
Okay. Take care. See you next week.